YouTube family, what's good? What's good? This is Lee for Lee Fitness, Spirituality, Tarot, and Astrology. If you're watching this video on Instagram, the complete video will be on my YouTube page. My YouTube link is in the bio on my Instagram page, okay, guys? So, guys, what's good? What's good? This is the full moon in Taurus video, okay? The full moon is next week, November 19th at 27 degrees Taurus, okay? This is a partial lunar eclipse, all right? So when you're talking lunar eclipse, we're talking emotional and mental issues, all right? So, as you guys know, I don't think I need to tell you, the energy the last month, probably going into the end of the year, has been very, very intense, okay? We are going to have more intense energy because of this Saturn-Uranus Scorpio fixed sign square, and then we have Mars involved in this, okay? And as you know, Mars is arguments, it's fights, it's aggression, it's the military, the police, guns, knives, okay? And then when you have Mars, which is the co-ruler of Scorpio, with the Scorpio sun, and Scorpio at its worst is hate, jealousy, revenge, obsession, sex and intimacy, shared finances, your partner's resources. You guys can kind of get where I'm going at when it comes to people, okay? And then Taurus, which is where the full moon will be, is our work, our money, our daily routine, okay? Our self-esteem, all right? So this is going to be more intense personal issues with people, okay? We have to understand that, again, we are going through a purging time, okay? There's not a lot of restarts here, even though Scorpio season is the time for permanent change and transformation, okay? Which I suggest a lot of you guys do, especially if you're a fixed sign. Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, all right? It is time for you guys really to dig down deep and make some serious permanent changes here at this time, because the universe will support this, especially for you guys. But I want to talk about Taurus because this full moon is in Taurus and it's a partial lunar eclipse, and lunar eclipses are very powerful. All eclipses are powerful, but lunar eclipse, partial lunar eclipses, they're not as powerful as a full lunar eclipse, but they're still powerful, okay? So let's talk about Taurus things, because I want to talk about health, all right? Because Taurus represents the physical body and it represents food, okay? So when you look at the physical body and then you talk about food, and then we go to where the sun is in Scorpio, and we're talking about permanent change, transformation, okay? Also death and rebirth, all right? So when we look at that, we're talking about food. Are you eating food to be healthy? Because as you know, being unhealthy in food can kill you. Death, Scorpio, okay? See, a lot of people don't understand that, all right? And then you have that square with Saturn. Saturn is illness, okay? Saturn is mastery, or is discipline, all right? Are you disciplined in the way that you eat? Because this can cause illnesses, all right? It can cause death, all right? But you also can create a death and rebirth of yourself. I'm not eating junk food no more. I'm going to work out and get my body together. That's where I've been into trying to change myself physically in the way that I eat. And I suggest that a lot of you guys do that, because what you do at this full moon can affect you 6 months from now, okay? Can definitely affect you 6 months from now at the Taurus new moon, all right? You might see the results of what you've done from now to then at that time, all right? Just in case you guys don't know that. So I want to talk about Taurus and Scorpio, okay? Because as you know, when there's a full moon, full moons are endings, all right? So the moon is in Taurus and the sun is in Scorpio, okay? So as I told you, Scorpio is all about change, permanent change, transformation. And Taurus is about routine. They don't want to change, all right? So you see the conflict there. You see the conflict there, okay? Taurus also represents our money, our material possessions, all right? Scorpio represents property, taxes, assets, and loans. So guys, there could be losses, okay? Your car could get repossessed. You could get evicted at this time. You could lose a valuable possession at this time. Your phone, okay? Your keys, all right? Your wallet. So be very careful at this time, okay? Because again, Taurus rules all your material possessions and your money, okay? So be careful of that, all right? Also, why do I keep saying Scorpio? Taurus represents the banking and all financial institutions, all right? So there could be new rules and regulations. There could be a crash in the stock market, cryptocurrency. Watch that kind of stuff because we're talking a partial lunar eclipse and a full moon endings, all right? Also, look out for hackers, okay? Check your bank accounts with their square to Saturn and Aquarius. Aquarius represents computer geeks, technology, all right? So we got to look at these kind of things and see what's going on out here because we are going to have some very intense energy all the way up till this full moon, especially on the 17th of November when Mars squares Saturn, all right? Mars is right there all the way through this, guys. I don't know if you guys have been noticing in a lot of the cities, DC, Chicago, the murder rate, Mars in Scorpio is death for people. People are going to just be shooting people, domestic violence. Also, with this Scorpio Taurus square, secrets of all kinds, money secrets, infidelity, because Scorpio is sex and intimacy. Taurus is your daily routines and habits. There's going to be a lot of secrets coming out. That's been happening all month, okay? There's really not a lot has changed since the Libra new moon video. We're going to see shocking events, okay? The Travis Scott incident, you see that. I told you, death, okay? Uranus is all of a sudden out of nowhere, explosions, okay? Eventful, all right? Scorpio is death. So we got that, and that's where we got that square at. So expect more of that because Mars will be in Scorpio till December 13th. So as long as Mars is in Scorpio, expect violence, expect arguments, expect secrets, expect issues with sex and intimacy, shared resources and finances, okay? Expect these things because that's what it's going to be about pretty much for the rest of the year. If you can be diplomatic, try to get out of this without arguing and fighting because arguing and fighting will be escalated. With Mars and Scorpio together, it can explode and just go in a whole nother way so quickly. And this is why I want you guys to understand that if you can avoid arguing and fighting and just walk away or just make a decision, do that. Because I'm telling you right now, up until December 13th, there's going to be a lot of violence. Street violence, domestic violence, you name it, okay? Watch the news. You're going to see all kind of sudden events, okay, happen. This is also a time for, again, earthquakes, volcano, weather events all around the world, okay? You're going to see it. But Taurus, again, food is ringing with me so hard, okay? Look out for food recalls because we are close to Thanksgiving and Christmas time, but food recalls. Be careful of food poisoning, too, at this time, all right? Could be that could be going on. Let me see what else. And that's basically it, all right? If you're a fixed sign, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, I'm telling you guys, change is a must. If you know you must change or your life has just not been going right, it's because it's time to change, especially Taurus and Scorpio. So you guys are the most stubborn, okay? You guys are the most stubborn. Especially if you 25 to 29 degrees, 20 to 29 degrees, because this is a very intense moon. It's at 27, 27, 28, 29 is the most intense. And then the other intense angle is 0, 1, and 2 degrees. All right. So with that being said, we're going to get to the signs. Okay. Taurus, this is your full moon. Okay. This full moon is taking place in your first house. So it's all about you, your appearance, your body, your attitude, anything you. It's time to change or make better. Okay. Death and rebirth. Okay. I used to be one way. Now I'm another way. Okay. The second sign, Gemini. This is in the 12th house. Okay. This is not a house that Gemini is comfortable with. This is the house of Pisces. Okay. This is the house of your dreams, solitude, spirituality, healing and closure, secrets and what's hidden. I feel that big for Geminis. A lot of secrets are going to come out with you Geminis, because you Geminis, you keep your heads in the clouds just a little too much. Separation, not separation, but self-sabotaging behaviors, okay, and addictions. Geminis, especially Geminis with water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Addictions, drinking, be careful of that, okay? Self-sabotaging behaviors, okay? Imprisonment, be careful, Geminis, because you can be in a mental imprisonment, or you can literally go to jail at this time, okay? And hospitals, all right? So be careful. Again, you could end up in the hospital or wind up visiting somebody in the hospital. But addictions, self-sabotaging behaviors, and secrets and what hidden. I hear that big for Geminis for some reason. All right. The next sign, Cancer. All right. Cancer, this is in the house of Aquarius. This is not a house that you like a lot, because this is the house that deals with the groups and friends you associate with. And Cancers, you guys are emotionally wrapped up with people that you need to unwrap yourself with. Okay. You're getting too emotionally wrapped up with people that you need to separate from. Okay. And speaking of separate, they also in that house is separation and detachment, okay? Freedom and independence. Cancer, I hear that big for you. Freedom and independence. Stop being codependent on your family and friends. You are your own security. I hear that big for Cancers, okay? Radical thought, radical change. That also I hear big for Cancer, okay? Your hopes and wishes. And Cancer, if you do those things that I just said, okay? Radical thought, radical change, okay? Separation and independence, separation and detachment, freedom and independence from the people that you associate with that you don't need, you're going to get your hopes and wishes, okay? All right, so the next sign is Leo. Leo, this is in the 10th house of Capricorn, which is not a favorable house for you. This is the house of your father, authority figures, anybody that has it over you, your landlord, your supervisor, okay? Anybody that has it over you, doesn't matter. Okay. Delays and restrictions could end or could begin or could continue. But since this is a full moon, I'm going to say they could end for a lot of Leos, delays and restrictions. Okay. Your long-term goals. Okay. Your career. All right. Your reputation. Okay. This is also the house of karma. Take what belongs to you guys. Don't make anything up. Okay. The 10th house is also time, how you use time, mastery, discipline. Okay, all the things that we don't like is the 10th house, basically. Okay, and Leos, what I hear for you more so is your image. Be careful of how you're projecting yourself, your image and your reputation. That's what I hear big in that 10th house, your image and your reputation and karma. Okay. Next sign, Virgo. Virgo, this is in the 9th house of Sagittarius, which is not a favorable house for you either. And this is big for Virgos right here. Learning, okay? Learning and the higher mind, okay? Because you Virgos, you criticize and analyze too much. Okay? You have to learn, all right, sometimes, to stop analyzing and criticizing everybody, okay? Teaching, all right? Foreign lands, foreign people, okay? Be aware of foreign lands or foreign people, good or bad. Okay, this would be a great time to travel to a foreign country, a foreign land, okay? But be mindful of foreign people. Foreign people around you may be a good thing. You might meet somebody that is very influential in your life, okay? Your ethics, your values, your morals, and your beliefs, okay? And Virgos, your beliefs, because you can be real pinheaded about what you think, all right? The next sign is Libra. And you Libras, y'all been getting hammered the last few years, and this is not a house that you guys like too much. This is the 8th house of sex and intimacy. Remember, the sun is in Scorpio, Libras, okay? And Taurus is your 8th house. So you have a double 8th house hit here, okay? Sex and intimacy, shared finances, your partner's resources, okay? Property, taxes, assets, loans, okay? Death, all right? So if any of you Libras experience a death of a friend, a family member, my condolences, okay? Death and rebirth, meaning being one way and changing to be another way, all right? Also, hate, jealousy, revenge, and obsession, all right? Especially the Libras that got Scorpio or heavy Virgo in their chart. I'm talking to you guys most, because you guys are more inclined to have that hate, jealousy, revenge thing going on. But what I see for Libras mainly is sex and intimacy, shared finances and shared resources, and their partner's resources, the relationship aspect of the 8th house. I see that really big. And for some Libras, death, all right? Scorpio, this is going to take place in the 7th house of Libra, all right? You guys have swapped houses, all right? Your marriage and relationships of all kind, okay? Legal matters, all right? The justice system. So any Scorpios who are going through any kind of court thing, any kind of systematic thing, this could be an ending of it, or you could start a court or legal matter, okay? This is also the house of your enemies, all right? So Scorpio, and I hear that big for Scorpios, your enemies, because you Scorpios can be very resentful, all right? You can be very revengeful, okay? Business contracts of all kind and business partners, all right? So take that as it goes. The next sign is Sagittarius. This is the house of Virgo, okay? Which is the house of your health, okay? Your work, your service to others, all right? How you schedule and organize your day, all right? Your food intake, all right? Your sleeping patterns, which tells me health is big for Sagittarius. Your pets, also analyzing and criticizing. So Sagittarius, be careful of that, because you are in the South Node, and the South Node is the karmic past. So whenever you partake in anything bad, it's going to come back on you quicker. All right. So Capricorn, this is going to be in the 5th house of Leo, which is a house that I see is a problem for Capricorn's relationships, romance and love affairs, literally affairs. Okay. Casual sex, matters of the heart, and drama. And I hear all of that for Capricorn. Okay. Especially Capricorns that have Sagittarius in their chart or an Aquarius in their chart. All right. Fun, games, vacation, children, okay, creativity and fertility. So Capricorns, be careful of getting pregnant. This is a high time you can get pregnant as well. The next sign, Aquarius, this will happen in your 4th house of home, family, your mother, your foundations, your emotions, your children, your family heritage. And I hear that big for Aquarius, especially your emotions and your home, okay, and your foundation, because a lot of Aquarius has been moving around. I've been moving around. All right, I'm an Aquarius, all right? Sun, moon, rising. Look at your charts. Remember, guys, sun, moon, rising, Venus, right? The next sign, Pisces. This is in your 3rd house of communication, the way that you think. That's big for Pisces. The way that you communicate, that's big for Pisces. Your siblings, your neighbors, okay? The lower mind, don't get into no dirty thoughts, Pisces. Short distance travels, your local area, and accidents. Be careful of accidents too, Pisces. And last but not least, Aries, this is especially for you because you're in the house of Taurus, of your material possessions, your money, banking and financial institutions, your self-worth, your self-esteem, your daily habits, okay? Food, laziness, and stubbornness, all right? This is not a good time, guys, to be going gambling or taking money risk, okay? Anybody, especially fixed signs and Aries, do not take chances with money. So, guys, birth natal charts are free. A lot of you guys need birth natal chart readings and compatibility readings, because these relationships, guys, you're not going to fix these relationships by doing nothing. You need to see if you're compatible with your mate, period, all right? So if you would like a free copy of your birth natal chart, you can reach me on Facebook and Instagram, Lee Fitness, Spirituality, Tarot, and Astrology. Or you could hit me here at YouTube, Lee Fitness, Spirituality, and Astrology. All right? This is Lee. One love.